We want to start off with President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto on a vote hunt mission this afternoon in Kiambu County. The two are traversing the county for a series of roadside meetings before holding a rally in Thika later this afternoon. They attended Mass at St. Peter and Paul Catholic Church in Kiambu Town. We're now joined live by Andrew Ochieng, who's following the Jubilee team on his campaign trail. Andrew, where are you? What's happening there?
Well, thank you, Larry. I'm at the Thika Stadium where we are expecting the president and the brigade from Kiambu County and other supporters to come here, and not just to campaign. We understand that after the campaigns, we'll also be distributing some title deeds for some affected landowners from this region, from Ngoliba and other areas in this region. But the itinerary of the president was that he was going for a church service at the St. Paul's Catholic Church in Kirigiti, and then he was also going to traverse some areas of the county. While on his way here, he was going to move from Kiambu town, from Githunguri, Kwamaiko, Ruiru town, and even Juja town, just addressing supporters. And then the final rally culminating here at the Thika Stadium. Remember, of all the Jubilee strongholds, this is perhaps the most populous, and this is his home base, literally, because he comes from Gatundu. And this is where perhaps he expects the biggest support. Remember, there are more than 1 million registered voters just in Kiambu alone, and solidifying his home base. Remember, just the past week he was in Western Kenya, and this week now coming to Kiambu County for the campaigns. It will also be interesting to see how the other campaigns for the other seats go. Remember, this is also a hot seat, given that the seat for the governor is also being heavily contested, tightly contested between the incumbent William Kabogo as well as Ferdinand Waititu of Jubilee, and other seats generally in the county hotly contested, not just the presidency, but the president perhaps just coming here to solidify his base, given that this is a Jubilee stronghold and with such a big number of registered voters. Back to you, Larry.
I think that he's solidifying his base, Andrew, because the NASA team has also been campaigning in areas that are perceived to be very heavily Jubilee strongholds. So each of them have to make sure that even as they make inroads into areas that don't traditionally support them, that their traditional supporters remain in the fold, right?
Yes, of course. This of all the counties, other than Nairobi, which is a split, which will be split between the two, this is perhaps where, as I said earlier, Jubilee will be targeting to get the most votes. NASA has shied away from its strongholds over the last probably couple of days, having started in Kajiado the last week and going to Meru, which of course now NASA is claiming to be split, but of course only the outcome of the elections will predict that. But Kiambu being heavily Jubilee stronghold. So of course it is important for them to make sure that their base supports them. The most important thing for their base is not really supporting them probably, but the outcome, ensuring that all the registered voters in those areas come out and vote, so that there is no voter apathy in such areas where, of course, you know that anyone who would vote would probably support you, but then on that voting day, they don't turn out to vote in the ballot. So probably the main aim of going to their strongholds and to their home bases is perhaps giving that reassurance and ensuring that on the voting day, on the ballot day, all of them turn out in the ballot and vote for them on that day, on the August of 8th.
Andrew Ochieng for us, staying with the Jubilee campaign trail tonight, this afternoon. We'll obviously have a full report for you in our broadcasts this evening on NTV Jioni and NTV Weekend Edition.